What does something like cost, like in terms of the range for prices for houses?
Obviously, like any market, it's going to depend on what you're looking for. If you kind of want a starter home, it's going to tend to be a townhouse in Hillsborough or a condo. And for like a two bed, that's going to range anywhere from 275 kind of up to like 415. If you want a three bed, that's going to trend anywhere from like 350 up to 475. And then if you kind of want a starter home, three bed, smaller, 1,500 square feet, 1,800 square feet, that's going to run you anywhere from, I would say, 450 to 625. But kind of the bread and butter of what people want, at least in this area, is a four bed, 2.5 bathroom, two-car garage with a basement. And
Ooh,
that can run you anywhere from 650, honestly, up to like 1.3 million,
the
depending
works, the
on the size
works.
you want. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's plenty of space, plenty of like,
Mhm.
you can park in the garage because it does snow. Right? Correct? It snows where you're at.
Yes, we get all four seasons here in New Jersey, and sometimes we get them all in the same week,
Oh,
which is
wait.
always fun.
What is what does that look like for you? Or just
I mean, if you ever like turn on the news here, it's especially in like March, you can really get like an 85-degree day, followed by like 40 and windy, followed by snow, followed by like 75 degrees. Like it is just crazy sometimes in the kind of coming out of winter is where you see it the most, but sometimes even going into winter in the fall, you kind of get all four seasons in a week.
got it, got it. Interesting. I've never experienced that. I mean, to like California, it's so different here. Okay, how would you describe the culture of New Jersey and Hillsborough and just kind of the area and people and what it feels like to live there?
I'd say the culture has shifted as since I was a kid. We've definitely introduced a lot more diversity in the past 10 to 15 years, which has been really refreshing.
Hmm.
Kind of getting a real mix of people coming into it. And that's something that a good school district really attracts is all types of people that are really just seeking the best for their kids, for their children. And it really brings in a lot of different people. So I've definitely seen it shift in the diversity, which has been amazing. And in terms of like kind of just the helpfulness, I would say Hillsborough, compared to a lot of other towns, gets a reputation for being very helpful
Hmm.
overall. Of course, you always have your edge cases and your bad apples, but on the Facebook groups, people are always super willing to help out, to accommodate. There's a lot of like local charities that run and really provide a lot to families that are in need or going through tough times. So I would say that overall, it's a very generous community.
In terms of the diversity that's been, I guess, more integrated in the area, has it been reflected in the food in terms of
Yes,
options that are available? Let's talk about food.
yes.
I love food, so.
We have a new halal place that opened. We have an Indian supermarket that opened probably about 2 years ago. Uh, and then not quite Hillsborough, but we're just south of a town called Somerville, which is our county seat, and that has some incredibly diverse food. And that's starting to bleed over into Hillsborough as well. Thai food, Chinese food, fusion food.
Hmm.
We really have pretty much anything you can want. And then the running joke at Hillsborough is we also have like 14 pizzerias. So you're never gonna go you're never gonna go starving for pizza in Hillsborough.
Okay, there's always an option available during dinner time for pizza. Cool. For like, you know, healthcare in schools, we touched a little bit on schools, but in terms of healthcare, nearest hospitals, people kind of frequent or maybe that's noteworthy in the area. What are some, yeah, notable places?
Yeah, so Hillsborough doesn't have a hospital, but pretty much the four surrounding towns from us do in any direction. So if you were to go north, you hit Somerville. There's a Robert Wood Johnson there. If you were to go east into New Brunswick, about 20 minutes, there's St. Peter's there. If you were to go south, which I visited a year and a half ago myself when I had COVID, you have the Princeton Hospital. And then if you were to go west, you have out in Flemington, you have another hospital. So you're pretty much within 20 to 30 minutes of four hospitals here in Hillsborough.
If you like what you're hearing so far, check out the full episode right here.